so
Like
much better.
the day that trucks start averaging like 30, fully loaded, they start averaging 30. It's like, man, we could take a truck now and we'd be driving like we did like, 10 years ago. But the thing is, say 10 years from now, if that happens, it's like,
We're gonna
yeah,
be
but think
driving
of
electric
a
10
car
years
that
from
gets
now.
like 60.
We're not gonna be driving. We're gonna be driving electric 10 years from now.
Well, 10 years from now, I figured it out. I'd probably still be driving my car. I
Right.
figure my car could probably last about 15 years.
I mean, whatever my next vehicle is, I will probably have it that long. That's
I think it can last 15 years. And so there's no need for me to buy a car
right. That's
until it
if
literally, because if it doesn't break down, why fix it? If it
right.
still runs, if it still runs decent and shit isn't breaking on you, why trade it in?
And you don't have kids and you need room.
I mean, at least that's the mentality my parents have. I mean, they drive their vehicles until it starts falling apart.
I am approaching that point. But again, it was close to falling apart when I bought it. So
Yeah.
the well, no, yeah, that mentality is it's great. That's the way to do it. I
Because
whatever my
then,
next
15
vehicle
years from
is,
now, the next new vehicle, electric, if see that's the thing, while it'd be cool, while it would be cool to drive electric, it's not feasible right now, at least for going up to Mullen.
when your car dies in 10 to 15 years from now,
Hmm.
I can almost there is a and you want to buy new, not used, new. Like or new like new used, like kind of what you bought now.
Yeah,
Or
yeah. What
maybe
about now? It's like it had two previous owners, but like it was only made like 7 years ago.
okay, well okay, that's older than I was I forgot
Oh,
yours is still older
my
than
car's a 2015.
right, yeah, yours is still older than I was thinking.
So I guess technically it's 8 years old now.
So in 15 years, you buy something that's say less than
3 years
5
old.
years old.
Less than five. Okay.
There is a high probability it will be electric.
Yeah.
That's
Well, yeah,
if
because that's
you
all.
buy
But
something
the
that's
thing is, though,
only that's
the thing
within.
is, though, I will only buy electric though if I could still drive
Well,
to Mullen.
so well, here I was getting to this. So the thing is, in 15 years, I don't think automakers are going to make gas cars. Like
Yeah.
cars. Well, okay. If you want to buy foreign again, I think you'll be able to get a gas car. But I don't think any American car makers, they don't even make cars, will be
Hmm.
have anything gas.
Mm.
Cars. All
Uh,
their trucks that
10
might
years
still have
though.
gas trucks, might, but more than likely it will be electric
10 years.
in 10 to 15 years. Like GMC has already laid out a plan to where they have stopped production on gas vehicles within like 5 years.
See, that's the thing. I feel like everything is 5 years away. They
Well,
always say,
this
"Oh, it's
wasn't.
5 years
Well,
away," but it's always 5 more years after that. It's always another 5 years
no,
after
so their
that.
thing was the engine
And
they
so
are on
I
right
think it's probably
now.
more like 20.
So they're not stopping production, but they're stopping development. They actually stopped today. They have officially stopped developing gas motors. They will not innovate gas motors anymore. So the motor you get in your vehicle in a GMC vehicle today will be the same motor they will have 10 years from now, if they're even
Yeah.
still making them 10 years from now.
Well, they've had over 100 years to refine the process. I'm pretty sure it's reliable.
Well, no, no the EPA.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
But
EPA
see, that's
has
the thing,
has
though.
the
The California's been passing some law like that, but it's like I don't see how that's going to happen. I don't think they realize how much of a time crunch they're really in.
Well, for California, it doesn't really freaking matter.
Well, they said in 5 years they want everything to be electric, or something like that.
It's 10 years.
I thought it was 5. I thought I heard 5.
It's 10 by 2030.
Well, that's okay. That's 7 years away. That's not 10.
But that's just banning the sales of the gas vehicles. It's not banning gas vehicles outright. You can still drive one. You can still go to Nevada and buy one. You know, a lot of people go out of state to buy their vehicle anyway. So it's like,
maybe.
But in 10, 15 years, I don't think.
Well, then I'm just saying they just got to ramp up installation spots for charging stations.
Well, that's the thing. They don't need to.
I mean, they don't need to.
They have them, and where we go, it's a problem. But
yeah, that's my point. That's my point.
No, but for 95,
the only reason I buy one is if it wasn't a problem.
Look, to 95, 99% of drivers, there are enough charging stations for, I guess, current
But
demand.
think about how many people go on road trips.
Huh?
Think about lots of people go on road trips.
Right, but they all go on the interstate. And the interstate, there's chargers everywhere outside of Nebraska. Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Kansas has a bit
Yeah, but
more
I don't know. Once you start getting into like the Nevada area, like highways, like that was a highway that we were on in Nevada. That was 170 miles of no gas.
Right, but that's not the interstate. But the thing is, they need to cover. So when they built these charging networks, right, they wanted to cover as many drivers as possible, not the niche drivers that it might get a car every once in a while. Currently. Now, granted, 10 years from now, they're going to have to install chargers. Literally, they're going to have to be as common as gas stations. But also at the same time, the nice part about an electric vehicle is you can charge at home. And I think that's what they're banking on, is people are going to charge at home. Because again, most of the transit in America is home to work, home to work, home to work. So as long as you can charge at home, and some places offer EV charging at work, you will never, there isn't really a big need to go to a gas station anymore. You can't have a gas station at your house.
except for the storage. Well, so my boss drives a Nissan, all electric, and from what I've heard, his range is about half of my range.
Well, it's also a Nissan Leaf. They don't have range. They're a joke of a car. But go on.
But that's my point, though. So I mean, I don't know how much the range will improve in 10 years.
Well, my point is, you're talking about a Nissan Leaf. You're talking about literally the worst electric car on the market.
Why is it the worst?
It has no range.
Oh.
They've been making it for years. The thing started off with 50 miles of range. Their extended package is not even 200 miles. Not even 200 miles. But the thing is, the Nissan Leaf isn't meant for America. It's not meant for here. It's meant for places, and it's also not meant for road trips. It's meant to get you from work to home, work to home, work to home. And that's all you need. 50 miles is more than enough to get you from home to work, as long as you can charge it at home. And it can get up to a reasonable charge. That's the thing. They haven't needed to, because again, they have to cover majority of people. And the majority of people do not need it to go 1,000 miles. But now, as they're trying to expand the market cap on these electric cars, yes, they're going to have to expand to people like us that need more range.
Well, what is the furthest range today?
An electric car? There's some Chinese one that claims like 400 miles, but I don't think that's EPA tested.
Well, see, that's the thing. My car does 400 though.
But again, it's also some. I think
So my car
there's
already does more than any electric car does. They've got quite the range to go to expand.
But again, your car is also from 2015. Most cars probably still have.
And if you
your car also, your car's
car,
also not like.
So a 2023 Tesla.
So. Here we go. I forgot about this. The Lucid Air. This is the one I was thinking of. It has a claimed range of it does have this range. Actually, I know that 516 miles.
That's respectable.
Respectable.
I would prefer longer.
That is actually EPA estimate. Well, no, Phil, you're asking for cars within the last 20 years. You weren't expected to go more than 400 miles. That was insane. They also don't put very large fuel tanks in them. Your car is an exception to the rule with having a 17-gallon tank. That's insane for a car.
I didn't even know.
Huh?
Yeah. It is a bit large, yeah.
Like my mom's Fusion, it had a 12-gallon tank.
Yeah, well, my Focus was 12 gallons.
Yeah, that's normal. 17 is huge. It's nice.
Actually, it's kind of crazy. The most I've ever filled up, put in it, because I ran it, what was this, like couple months ago? I ran it a bit low. I put in 14 gallons.
However, the thing about the Lucid Air is it's $139,000, and that's with an asterisk. This is like a brand new car. It's the thing is, a lot of people were like, "Oh, this is the Tesla killer." Not really, because they're charging because like a Tesla Model S is $91,000, and it's just under 100 miles less range. So to go an extra 100 miles, you're paying an extra $50,000.
I do have a question. Why does Tesla want to be different from everyone else in terms of their charging plug?
Because they were first.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, they're used to. Because I have at one point there were all these car manufacturers a long time ago, when they realized they could not have everyone make their own style plug. They needed to be universal, and they all agreed upon a standard size. But for whatever reason, Tesla had no interest in going to the meeting.
Why did Apple decide that? Why does Apple continue to have their own charging port when the rest of the world has their own?
Yeah. Yeah. Why? Well, that's my question. Why?
Well, Apple is just stubborn. Tesla actually, their charging standard's actually better than the whatever the heck they made up for the universal port. And Tesla.
Well, so why not make everything universal? Like, why not have their researchers contact one another and make a standard?
But Tesla didn't want to. They were the first. They were gonna be the thing. And then also, I think the mentality with Tesla was, Tesla is not meant to be the electric car company. It is the electric car company. But Elon has no interest in it being the only and the best electric car company. He has no interest in that. His interest is to start competition and to get the market switched over to electric. He has no interest outside of that and saving the planet. He has no interest in Tesla being, the be-all, end-all electric vehicle, which is why the Lucid Air, everyone thought it's going to be the Tesla killer. It's not. They're two different things. Tesla wants to be one thing. Lucid Air wants to be another thing. And also, Lucid Air is $100,000 more. And also, here's the thing about Tesla. I don't know about their supercharging network. I think they're still working on it. I think they started rolling out betas, but you can actually use Tesla's charging network with any regular electric car. You just grab an adapter.
Yes, you can.
Huh?
They have an adapter.
Yep.
Yes, I know they have an adapter, but why does there need to be a freaking adapter?
Well, it's too late now.
I know it's too late.
And also, again, this is not what Tesla wanted to be. But, also, now that it is the way it is, it's going to cost way more and going to be way worse for the environment to switch it over.
Well, yeah, it's too late in the game. Well, I mean, they could, but
How many tons of
will come much later.
Well, here's how much e-waste it's going to generate. All those plugs they have to replace.
Yeah.
Now the big thing. Well, no, yeah, they're not going to change, and I just don't know why they had to build such a stupid pickup truck. Like, bro, come on, build a regular goddamn pickup truck. Whatever. Wonder if they just built it like a regular truck, if it actually been cheaper than what they're trying to build. But who knows? Those are questions we do not know the answer to. And holy cow, we never did get on to what I wanted to talk about next.
What did you want to talk about?
I wanted to talk about AI, but I also had something else to